Yo, what's going on? People. Don't know if anyone's in here at the moment, but
Our Big Ten rivals are teaming up to fight cancer together. The Big Ten Cancer Research Consortium, providing more wins, more memories, more hope.
It's finally a new year, and Tubi is turning new beginnings into two beginnings.
Here's to a great.
So let's resolve to laugh more, to stress less,
I don't have anyone in here
to say
yet.
yes to new things.
That's a big yes. Why?
But most importantly, to stream your favorite movies and shows for free.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Tubi, watch free.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network.
All right, let's go. Taking on Penn State today. My prediction is 82 to 65.
Has not played at home since Christmas. Hi everyone, Dave Revson. So pleased to welcome Coach John Beilein to his maiden voyage as an analyst here on the Big Ten Network. Certainly, everyone in the Big Ten familiar with his work. More than 800 career wins.
Well, they're up, Flams. Let's go.
Coach, welcome to the media.
Thanks, Dave, very much. I'm really excited about this. It's the first Division I game. A little nervous, right? But ready the best I can be, and I hope it goes better than my first Division I game.
Yes, your first Division I game as a coach for Canisius against Duke. We'll revisit that in a while. I hope working with me is easier than playing.
Same starting lineup from the past couple games. They're going Mason, Gillis, Eric Hunter, Brandon Newman, Sasha Stefanovic, and Travion Williams. Yeah, I think we got this game too, Flams.
They get better over years. They get better over a season. And he's playing really good basketball right now.
I think we'll be able to handle Penn State pretty easily. They're 0-4 in the Big Ten, and their only wins are against VCU, Virginia Tech, and Seton Hall.
Our cheap starting lineups, Penn State led in
Yep,
scoring.
Hunter, Stefanovic, Newman, Gillis, and Williams.
Undersized lineup, and it might be a
I actually really like Mason Gillis.
He is one of 4 Purdue starters, averaging 9 or more points per game. As we take a look at the head coaches, and certainly you know Matt Painter quite well, Coach.
He's an incredible developer of talent. He's got a great culture at Purdue. As I said, people just get better if they stick in there, believe in him. Purdue wins.
There is Painter, and as you are probably aware, there's an interim head coach at Penn State this year. That is Jim Ferry, but a veteran coach for sure, a guy who's been through it in Division I.
Yeah, he's been through it. He's been in Division II, a great coach in Division II as well, and in several years of Division I. And what a good man to just step in this situation, because he's a good basketball coach. He's a good man, great leader for these young men during this difficult time.
Speaking of difficult times, Penn State was shut down for COVID. That is why this is their first game of this calendar year. Jim Ferry did tell us yesterday that all of their key rotation players are available for this game today. So certainly that is encouraging news for Penn State fans. We are delighted to have you with us. Coach, you mentioned it, so many scheduling oddities this year. Purdue, 4 straight conference road games was the first time that had happened since 1960, but they are back in the friendly confines of Mackey Arena.
Yeah, and with some great wins involved in there as well. So this is a team that they come at. They're always going to be consistent. They're always going to give you a great game. If you go to sleep at all on Purdue, home or away, they're going to beat you.
Penn State didn't win here last year. It is Purdue, though, that controls the opening tip. And here come the Boilers. This is Eric Hunter setting up the offense as you look at a veteran officiating crew for us here today. Sasha Stefanovic leading three-point shooter in the Big Ten. They get it inside to Williams. And knocked around.
All right, Travion Williams gets the first bucket of the game.
Penn State really extended their coverage that time, trying to make it hard to make every pass into Travion. On the other hand, it's hard to keep him off the offensive boards.
Here's Seth Lundy. Now Myron Jones.
Penn State with a 3. Oh, you got to rebound the basketball. Penn State jacks up another 3, and it's off the mark. Another offensive rebound. What are we doing? 3 offensive rebounds. Making me mad already. Good God. My light's remote.
They've already started with 3. They're averaging 27 a game of shots attempted. Meanwhile, Purdue's one of the best at giving you a lower percentage of 3-point
Leading the Big Ten.
Jesus.
Field goal percentage defense. Purdue is as the ball gets knocked out of bounds. So really a strength versus strength there. In terms of the perimeter when
There we go.
Penn State has the ball. That one doesn't go from Lundy.
Oh my gosh. Rebound the basketball. Please.
You know, this is a little bit surprising, but it speaks a lot to Hera. But I believe that if I look back at my stats, Purdue's only given up 7 offensive rebounds a game. And I think they've already got 4 here. So Penn State looks like they're really come to play. I love their energy to start this game.
To reinforce your point there, this is a Purdue team that is second in the Big Ten in defensive rebounding percentage. So the percentage of misses on that end that they corral, they get about 79% of them. Only Illinois is better, so uncharacteristic of Matt Painter's team.
Missed the first. Yeah, Penn State's already got 4 offensive rebounds. We're screwed.
Sometimes the ball just bounces. You know, that you may be doing everything in a box out there, but the ball just.
All right, makes the second.
Penn State put themselves in position.
Oh, Jesus. A little bit of 1-2-2 action from the Nittany Lions. Oh, boy. Jesus, what are we doing? All right, run your offense. Run your offense. Triple drive, kick. Mason Gillis for 3. It's off the mark. Williams with an offensive rebound misses the putback. And Penn State gets the defensive rebound, and they're going to get Purdue for a reach and foul. Oh, my God.
Playoff game right here. I mean, the way they're both coming out, they're hitting the backcourt. Just terrific energy at both ends.
The call goes against Travion Williams. That is his first. And you see
fouls on Williams. Zach Edey's going to check in for the Boilermakers.
You know, that's a strategy I used, and I was probably second guess for a lot. You just can't trust he's not going to get his second in the next couple of minutes. Let him settle down, bring him back into the game.
Myron Jones, now Lundy. Shot clock at 10. They're double teamed. He's got to put it up here. Rockington to Lundy with 1 to shoot.
That's a great defense. Yes. That's one heck of a defensive possession right there.
Defensive stand right there. I thought Penn State did some great things. They just couldn't get a shot off. The other thing about Williams coming out right now, when you got Zach Edey coming in there, he's a pretty good player. It's not like you're going to go way down your bench. He'll be able to carry it for him for a little bit.
Edey, of course, the 7'4" freshman from Toronto, who got off to such a great start to his Purdue career.
Well, there he is.
Now a steal. Myron Jones, and that is what
It's Penn State. What are we doing? Now back into the 1-2-2. Skip pass. Another skip pass. Brandon Newman for 3. Off the front rim. Hunter with an offensive rebound. Hunter jacks up a 3. What are we doing? And another offensive rebound. Dribble drive action, and he loses the ball, and it's going to stay with us.
What do you see here, Coach?
Yeah, what they do right now is they X off the backside. It's a common practice in basketball where you can't fight through all those screens, so you bring your weak side in, they just trade off who's guarding who. Well scouted play. They had that play sniffed out.
Brandon Newman, elbow. Oh, my God. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on Penn State.
Anytime there's
Ball stay with Purdue.
that's very common in basketball, NBA NCAA and college, if you bring that weak side off, people can give enough help and still recover, but you're just guarding different men.
Follows on Lundy. And Matt Painter talked to us about having to deal with how aggressive Penn State is on the perimeter. So you just have to get
The inbound to Edie, hands off to Hunter. They're blitzing it. Down low to Edie, and they're going to call a push on Penn State.
Well, here's what they're doing also. They're going with a hard hedge on the ball screen. You don't see that a lot, but then they're also not just hedging and recovering. They're waiting to the guard who has the ball to get both hands on the ball.
Inbound to Stefanovic. He'll dribble drive, and Sasha Stefanovic with a layup. There we go.
It's the layup. That's where Penn State is vulnerable on defense. They're going to get the highest two-point field goal percentage of any power conference team in the country.
Yeah, that's there, and it's putting them in foul trouble too. They're just too much penetration. But it happens when you extend your defense.
4 early points for Myron Jones. The lead is 1 for Penn State. That time Purdue doing a good job with the pressure.
Brandon Newman with a floater from about 5 feet away.
As Brandon Newman gets his first 2.
The whole idea is don't give up threes. Try and get people to take contested twos. Here's a real good set reading run by Penn State that they've run for a long time.
Trick now, Miles Dred.
Oh my God. Okay, Zach Edey with the defensive rebound off a Penn State three-pointer. And here comes Purdue in transition. Oh my gosh, Eric Hunter turns it over, and they're going to get him for a reach and foul. And we head to the under 16 timeout. It's 6-5 Purdue.
We make USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
How about no?
No. No way.
Come on. No. No. No.
No.
Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Crust is the most important part of stuffed crust. It's half the name. Papa John's crust is made from 6 simple ingredients. 7 if you count all this cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
You know you've made it when the whole world knows you by one name. This is Volt 24 antioxidant. It's lower in sugar and has vitamins A and C. You can just call it real. Volt 24.
You're watching the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Big Ten Network.
Tuesday, a Hoops doubleheader begins at the Boilermakers against the Buckeyes. Then, the Illini host the Nittany Lions. Big Ten basketball presented by Rocket Mortgage. Tuesday on the Big Ten.
Where's the game? It's at Purdue, but it's being televised on Big Ten Network. Also, I'm not allowed to show the game. I would get copyright struck by many people.
For this game, in terms of energy, what have you seen so far?
Well, one thing you can control after something like that is just hustle. Just get out there and play. Don't worry whether the ball goes in or out right now.
I apologize,
Measure your
Ronick.
success. Measure it by what type of energy you're out there with the team, how aggressive you are. And Penn State's come out very aggressive defensively and offensively in these first few minutes.
The challenge, of course, has been the shooting really on both sides. Two teams have combined 0 for 8 behind the arc, but this is a Penn State team that's been much better than that. They're 5th in the Big Ten in three-point percentage. The drive doesn't go.
Grab it. Grab the ball. Grab the ball. All right, there we go. Nice. Good hustle. Need a basket here. Need a basket.
Many people will get on the floor quicker than Matt Taylor's teams. They're using the first
Ooh,
floor.
finish. Oh!
I believe, speak to that, Dave. I believe when you walk by their locker room, they actually have a thing on the wall that charts how many times guys dive on the floor during a game or during practice. So it's not something that just happens. They practice it and they're committed to it.
Jaden Ivey and Sasha Stefanovic check in along with Aaron Wheeler and Isaiah Thompson. Give it to him. Zach Edey with a basket.
It's amazing. It's like I'm watching A.J. Hammonds and in comes Haas, to back him up, right? Or it's Haas and in comes Swanigan. Here's Edey doing the same things that Purdue.
Here comes Purdue after a missed shot by Penn State and a defensive rebound. Thompson with the ball up top gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler over to Edey at the top of the key. Back to Thompson. Thompson to Ivy. Ivy driving baseline, and it's a foul on the floor.
We remind you Tuesday on the Big Ten Network, a Hoops doubleheader tips off of these very same Boilers against Ohio State and then Penn State taking on Io DeSumo and the Illini trying to bounce back from their loss yesterday. It's Big Ten basketball presented by Rocket Mortgage Tuesday on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. As Travion Williams does check back into the game.
Missed three by Purdue. And, Aaron Wheeler with a block. Here comes Purdue in transition, and they get a little bit out of control and a reach-in foul on Penn State. Wow. Not in my house, says Aaron Wheeler.
This is the way that Purdue plays. They are not going to let you have an easy basket. Everybody plays defense as one every single time down the floor.
All right, Purdue takes the ball side out, and they get it into Thompson. Thompson gives it to Wheeler. Down low to Williams, and he gets blocked. Here come the Nittany Lions in transition. Number 3 has it, and it's jeez. And Sessoms for Penn State gets the layup. Coach Brantley wants to move. The fake handoff. Wheeler at the top of the key to Stefanovic. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler has it on the wing. Over to Williams at the top of the key. Gives it to Ivy. Ivy for 3, and it's off the back rim. And an offensive rebound by Stefanovic. Over to Wheeler. To Thompson in the corner for 3. It's off the mark. And it's tipped out of bounds by Penn State. And it's going to stay with Purdue.
Yeah, we actually played him when he was at Binghamton, and I had to look back on the box score because they actually gave us a pretty good game, and he had 11 points and some assists as a freshman. So the guys in those leagues,
We're taking the ball baseline out of bounds into Stefanovic, and loses it on the dribble. It's going to still be Purdue ball.
particularly interesting since Sessoms came in thinking he was likely going to sit out. Jim Ferry told us yesterday.
I think he was embracing sitting out, actually.
Skip pass to Thompson. Thompson driving baseline. Hits Ivy for 3, and it's off the front rim. Williams with an offensive rebound in the putback.
Williams back on the floor and back making his presence felt.
There's no defense for that. That's just a big man going to hit a ball off the backboard. You can't do anything about it.
Already 8 offensive rebounds for Purdue. Penn State hasn't had one since that initial flurry where it got 4. There's Harris turnaround.
Harris with a turnaround jump hook for Penn State, but it's off the mark, and Purdue coming down. What? Travel? Traveling.
He's a senior. I know he can do it. It's important that he does that. It's important that Wheeler, who can be an elite shooter, starts making threes for Purdue. He's a really good shooter. That could turn a season special if both of those players can do that.
We saw the travel there on Stefanovic, the 3rd turnover for the Boilers. Penn State yet to turn it over.
Penn State now has the ball.
Sessoms hanging in the air, doesn't get the roll this time. And Williams able to...
And they take a shot, and it's off the mark. Purdue with a defensive rebound. Williams at the top of the key. He's on his own at the right wing, going down low. A little floater, and it's in. Williams.
Another just big man bucket. He's got that little floater going. You don't see that a lot with big guys.
Penn State takes a 3. It's off back rim. Sasha with the rebound. And he'll bring the ball up the floor in transition.
That's the first time we've seen it. So they were able to double that time, Dave, and we'll talk about it after the break.
We're going into a timeout. Purdue, as you can see on the screen, is up 12-5.
Deal with this guy, Travion Williams, 6 points early on. Boilers by 5.
It's time to reset your rest with Casper's Stay in Bed sale. Save up to 15% on a new cozy bedroom and get the sleep you truly deserve. From the fluffiest down duvet you'll ever feel, crisp and light percale sheets, to cool supportive mattresses and plush pillows for your best night's sleep. No more excuses. Make 2021 a year well slept and save up to 15% at the Stay in Bed sale at Casper.com today.
No matter how early you're up or how late you're running, when you start your day at Speedway, we've got what you need to have a good morning. We've got it hot. We've got it cold. We've got it sprinkled. We've got it ready. No matter where you're heading or what you're craving, we're here to make your morning a little better. Because when you get off to a better start, you go on to a better day.
T-Mobile is upgrading its network at a record pace. We were the first to bring 5G nationwide. And now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we're turning up the speed, upgrading over 1,000 towers a month with ultra-capacity 5G to bring speeds as fast as Wi-Fi to cities and towns across America. And we're adding more every week. Coverage and speed. Who says you can't have it all?
Oh, crap. It is 12-7.
Driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Quicker call for a quote today.
What makes the new DQ $6 meal deal for real? How about the Applewood smoked bacon, plus a Coca-Cola, fries, and a sundae, all full-sized, all for just $6, making BFFs bacon friends forever. DQ, happy tastes good.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Big Ten Conference and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Big Ten Conference.
When we talk about our best moments,
They include humanity's first steps on the moon, alongside steps we're taking right now at Purdue University. A family of students and professors who are in this together, persistently pursuing, relentlessly thinking. The next game changers, ceiling breakers, innovators, boiler makers. Our greatest adventures are yet to come, and they include you and everything we will experience together when you take your next giant leap.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Jeep. There's only one. Dave Refson, John Beeline with you. 12-7, Purdue on top of Penn State in West Lafayette.
All right, so it's apparently 12-7, not 12-5.
Yeah, both teams are really making that a priority right now. And anytime that, first of all, Purdue makes it a priority for life. Throwing the ball inside. We talked with Matt about it. We talked about how he recruits it. He's actually telling recruits how many touches his big men get compared to other big men in the country. And I think they've been in the top 5.
All right, so Purdue's got a baseline out of bounds. They get it into Edie, over to Stefanovic, the throwback to Gillis. Gillis, the over-the-top pass to Edie, and it's a foul on the floor on Penn State.
We did the same thing. We would say, listen, look at how many threes Nick Stauskas or Tim Hardaway or Trey Burke or Duncan Robinson took. You find your style and you try to recruit guys who fit your style. And if they don't get it, it's okay. But he wants guys on his team that embrace that style.
Stefanovic takes a 3 and it's off. And I think another loose ball foul trying to go for the offensive rebound on Penn State. It looks like, what? 12-7?
Well, they don't have a lot of depth at the center position as it is, but you'll find this all the time.
And Purdue's already in the 1-1. It's 7-3 in fouls.
They're foul waiting to happen way too many times because they just don't understand some of these things and how the college game is called.
Sabilo speaks 5 languages fluently, and Jim Ferry told me earlier this year I'm trying to get him to speak defense too.
13-7. Edie hits his first free throw.
He looks like a fine young man. You watch these guys through this league, and they're hardly on your scouting report when they're freshmen, and then all of a sudden they're juniors and seniors, and they're all
14-7. Edie knocks down both in the 1-1.
And so it is a double score now with Purdue on top 14-7.
14-7 now.
They need to be careful right here. And you can't be careful about making
Sessoms has the ball for Penn State.
and just get them a little bit more.
No team has hit a three-pointer yet.
The layoffs coming into play right
A 3 from Butterick. It's off the mark. Hunter has it now. Oh, Hunter, what are you doing? Oh, come on, Sasha, get something going. Gillis for 3 off the back rim again. Dang. Sessoms has it again. Travel.
They are leading the Big Ten in fouls, which is not necessarily a category you want to lead the league in. As we remind you to stream every Big Ten Network game on the Fox Sports app presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Download today on your smartphone, tablet, and connected devices. Along those lines, though, Coach, how much of that is just style for Penn State? As Edie
It's the way they have to play right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's the way they have to play right now. Just because they're trying to create offense, really, for their defense with all these steals that they're getting.
Oh, be strong with the ball. Offensive rebound leads to a basket.
Because if Purdue starts getting away from you, it's really hard to get back in the game.
Well, Penn State shooting 22% when they're within 5.
Newman on the dribble drive, and it's good.
Newman hits on the drive there, but certainly could be a lot worse from Penn State's perspective, John.
Now, without question, they could have been way down here because they haven't been able to get really any.
Pass out. 3-pointer. It's off the mark again. Edie with the defensive rebound. Hunter bringing the ball down the floor for Purdue. Gives it to Sasha. Sasha an open three, back rim again. Edie with an offensive timeout! 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 Did Purdue get the timeout?
So what you just saw from Sasha is that runaway jump shot. That is, they've had players like that for years at Purdue.
Now, when you say a runaway jump shot, tell us what that means.
I mean, you were running off the baseline or from under the basket. You actually catch the ball with your back almost facing the basket, but you turn in the air and shoot it in. It's so
All right, Penn State's got the ball now.
It's harder to defend.
Got the ball at the top of the key. Little handoff, the elbow jumper. It's off the mark, and Williams gets the defensive rebound. Gives it to Hunter, and Hunter's pushing it up the floor. Over to Williams. Now Newman has it. Newman to Gillis. Tipped pass down to Williams. Williams dribbles out of it. The skip pass all the way across the court. Newman for three, and it's an air ball, but it's going to be a push foul on Penn State. Mason Gillis got pushed down to the floor while trying to go for the offensive rebound.
Everybody has to then find a new man to block out. We doubled for years, and this is really hard. You give up the shot, now everybody's got to get somebody.
Oh, the shot hit front rim. Okay.
A little bit too hard.
And we were talking yesterday with Matt Painter, and he anticipated.
So Mason Gillis is at the line for a 1-and-1. It's the front end.
But he said exactly what you said, Coach, that when you don't do it a lot, you have to make them pay in terms of those rotations.
Yeah, no question about it. And he's going to see the double.
Mix them both. 18-9 now. Purdue in the lead. Penn State got the ball at the elbow. Gives it to number 12. Number 12 with a pull-up jumper from about 5 feet away. And it's now 11-18. Hunter has it at the top of the key. Gives it to Stefanovic down to Williams. Here comes the double team. The skip pass to Newman. Newman on the dribble drive. Pass out to Stefanovic. Stefanovic for Hunter. And another loose ball foul on the Nittany Lions.
He's going to be the designated double guy. Hera just, it's all he does is plays the baseline side, and they're always coming on the top side with Miles Dredd. So it's worked so far. Trying to get
So it looks like Travion Williams is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Talk about fouls being an issue for this Penn State team.
Oh. It's early for a Purdue basketball game.
Jim Ferris' team after that one on Hera, his first, and so we'll be at the free throw line the rest of the way.
Yep, Travion Williams at the line for Purdue. He's going to get a 1-and-1.
Shooter, about 51%. Man, he hit some big ones down the stretch, and that come from behind win over Michigan State.
Misses the front end. Now, Penn State got the defensive rebound, and they tried to pass it, and they didn't catch the ball. It got tipped by Penn State, and it's going to be a Purdue ball. Baseline out of bounds. They get it into Hunter. Hunter with a bad pass. Tried to go to Williams. And Williams with a cheap foul. That's his second of the game.
There's just some guys, and I don't mean this in a bad way, you can't trust their instincts sometimes. They just do those things. He knows better than to do that, but you just can't help yourself. So that's what
Now Penn State's got the ball with about 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Drive to the basket, number 12. I don't know his name, but he gets the layup. It's now 13-18. And a 1-2-2 press. Ethan Morton now in the game for Purdue as his first appearance.
got into an offense, and it's 18 seconds on the shot clock. They accomplished their goal. That's
Aaron Wheeler has the ball at about the left wing. Now Newman has it at the right wing. And Newman trying to go to the basket, but he gets fouled on the floor. We head to the under 8 timeout. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest. It is my good friend, Garrett Burkle. How's it going?
I'm all right, you?
Yeah, I'm good. I
You
mean,
good, man?
not basketball right now.
No, it's bad. Neither team can hit anything.
I don't
Just
think not a
sloppy
single.
game.
If you not, hold on, let me change view here. There we go. Not a single team has hit a 3-point shot yet.
Yeah, it's just bad basketball in general. I think, it's been sloppy, and
Very sloppy.
Travion with 2 fouls, is nerve
2
wracking.
cheap ones too.
Yeah, you shouldn't. The second one was just dumb, and no one can get going. So it seems like I don't know. Hopefully we get out of here with a win. So yeah,
I think we will.
hopefully, yeah. I think we should, but just sloppy basketball, just bad on not just Purdue, but Penn State too. So yeah, it's just Hopefully, it's kind of weird hearing John Beeline on commentary for the first time.
Yeah,
it's kind of odd, but I'm sure he'll have a coaching job soon. Just like who's the other guy
Maybe.
on Fox or Big Ten Network, Urban Meyer, who just got hired by the Jags. So
yeah, we'll talk about that later tonight.
yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I'll be back on during commercials, then I'll be back on during halftime.
All
right, cool. Yeah. I'll boiler up. Yep.
We'll have the show later tonight.
Cool.
Not right after the game, so we have
Yep.
more people on.
Yep. I'll be on at half.
See ya.
All right. See you. Bye.
We're here in the Spit Lab. That stands for saliva, perception, ingestion, and tongues. Those are sort of the tools that my lab uses to study people. We study taste and flavor and spit in order to figure out, could we help someone who either is restricted to a certain diet because of a medical condition that they have? Could we help their food be better? Or can we change the food itself? And can we make healthy eating enjoyable for everybody? Food should taste good even when it's healthy for you and even when you aren't healthy. That's just a fundamental value that I hold because I love food and I think everybody should get to love their food as well. If we can better understand the way people experience their food, we can help them live healthier lives.
Dave Revson with John Beeline making his debut as an analyst in college basketball. How about his debut as a Division I coach? 110 to 62. I mean, how about your first assignment? You're the new head coach of Canisius, and you got to deal with Grant Hill, Thomas Hill, Bobby Hurley, Cherokee Fox, and Coach K. I mean, how, with the loaded roster that I know Canisius had, did you not have an answer for Grant Hill?
They were the defending national champion, too. They were only missing Christian Leitner from that team. The funny story is, Dave, it was 32-24 at some point in the first half. We made a three. I said, hey, I can really coach. Come on, bring it on here. I can really coach. Coach Krzyzewski called a timeout. They went on a 30-2 run to end the first half.
All right, so we're now out of the TV timeout. 18-13, Purdue in the lead. Brandon Newman will be going to the line for 2 shots. Purdue now in the double bonus.
The decorated career of John Beeline. It's such a pleasure to have you with us and adding your insights and analysis.
Newman knocks down the first. I'm telling you, these Valpo kids do not miss at all.
Thanks, Dave. I love it.
Newman knocks down the second. Purdue extends their lead to 7.
He's really working on this. And this is how Penn State's got to change. They cannot continue to put people to the foul line 25 times a game.
Number 12 for Penn State with a free throw line jumper from about maybe 17 feet out. It's now a 5-point game.
I was back in the locker room, and all of a sudden the state policeman came in to get me.
Oh, look at this. Penn State going to a 2-3 zone. Zach Edey down low. He gets a little jump hook to go. Lead back to 7.
We will try to be more hospitable than Coach Gates.
Thank you very much.
Flare screen number 12 has the ball. Newman pokes it, but can't come up with the steal. Penn State still has the ball. So the ball screen action number 0 with a 2-point jumper, and it's good. Man.
Tough too. You don't love that. You don't love that shot right inside the arc, but sometimes you just got to take it. And Penn State's really going to make it. Penn State's going to lose zone.
2-3 zone look from Penn State. See how Purdue plays against it. Ethan Morton, free throw line touch. Eric Hunter short. Wow. Penn State now on the fast break. They pull it out. Dribble drive action. Blocked by Zach Edey. No.
Wednesday, an all-new journey tells the stories of Michigan freshman sensation Hunter Dickinson, Minnesota's Liam Robbins. How good was he yesterday? It was Jordan Bohannon. He'll miss an all-new journey fueled by Gatorade Wednesday at 6 Eastern on the Big Ten Network.
Oh, Penn State hits the first 3 of the game. I was texting somebody. I didn't see it. Lead now cut to 2.
He's just a really good, consistent player. The zone is just going to try and go a little bit different here because they're small. It just makes this a difficult feed all the time.
Hey, turnover on Zach Edey, a 3-second in the lane violation. Penn State scoring on 5 out of their last 6 shot attempts. Or 12 for Penn State driving in. A little block shot. Doesn't go. And Purdue with the defensive rebound, and they're coming back in transition. Penn State still in their 2-3 zone. Interesting. You don't see it often in college basketball. Normally you see a lot of man-to-man. Wheeler gives it to Morton. Morton just chilling on the left wing. Gives it to Thompson at the top of the key. Ivy, top of the key. Gives it to Morton. Morton the skip pass to Wheeler, and Wheeler in and out. Just nothing's falling for the Boilers. Gillis is going to the scores table. He'll be checking in for the Boilermakers in a minute or so. And the post entry, and it's a foul on the floor.
They went to the high-low, which Purdue probably is one of the best in the country at doing. But they went to their own game plan, right? And now they're either going to the foul line or got to get a stop here.
That foul was on Isaiah Thompson.
Baseline out of bounds. Penn State gets it in. They have the ball in the corner. Little dump off pass. And now a skip pass to the corner. Dribble drive. Kick out to the corner. And Penn State takes the lead. Jesus.
Only a matter of time. That time he had time and space to shoot the ball and really get himself set. And it was all because of great penetration.
Thompson with the ball to kick out to Sasha. Sasha for 3. Got it. Purdue knocks down their first 3-pointer of the game, and it's from none other than Sasha Stefanovic. Penn State now has the ball. Little post entry, number 30. I don't know what his name is. He tries to go up on Zach Edey. Misses a shot by a mile, and Stefanovic with the defensive rebound gives it to Thompson to bring it up the floor. Ivy for 3, and it's way off the mark.
So off the air ball there from Ivy, we will go to break. There was a little bit of a clock.
And we have a timeout on the court.
Jim Ferry's team, though, in this game on the road.
Wasn't me, baby. No, it wasn't me, baby. Baby. Myself in some other body, baby.
2-hour grocery delivery, included with Prime.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Crew Tag Team to help you plan dessert? Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Square Sweepstakes is back. $50,000 every score change, plus $2.5 million grand prizes. Enter for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com.
Bolt 24 carry a grip for them Texas Junior.
Being a rule breaker is not cool. Yes, it is. Like Bolt 24 Energize. It's lower in sugar and it has caffeine. Writing its own rules.
Bolt 24 crust is the most important part of stuffed crust. It's half the name. Papa John's crust is made from 6 simple ingredients. 7 if you count all this cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Trilogy for COPD.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn.
If you've been taking COPD sitting down, it's time to make a stand. Start a new day with Trilogy. No once daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trilogy. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trilogy helps people breathe easier and improves lung function. It also helps prevent future flare-ups. Trilogy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com.
Purdue by 2. Coach finally starting to see some three-pointers fall here.
All right.
Well, this
Back from the timeout break.
By Sabila, and then Wheeler gets 2 feet in the lane, and now on the wing, somebody's got time and space. That's an easy one. That's a layup for him. At the other end, there's Sasha. He's really good at catching the ball on that pogo stick, up and down and in. But he doesn't need a lot of room, but he doesn't take many bad shots either.
Again, that was the first 3 for Purdue. And remember, they were 11 of 17 in that win over Indiana on Thursday and 1 of 16 here. How much of that is Penn State's defense, Coach, and how much of that is just a bad shooting day?
It's just a bit. I mean, Penn State's defense is extended, made him uncomfortable, but sometimes you just have a bad day. It's contagious both ways.
Blocking foul on Jaden Ivey.
You could be shooting you could be shooting the heck out of it, and all of a sudden, guys that can't even shoot make shots. And then on the other hand, your best shooter could go out and go 0 for 6, and everybody else starts shooting that way. So it's very contagious phenomenon, whatever.
3 balling away from Penn State, and it's good. They now take a 1-point lead, 26-25.
6 games after scoring 18 pointers, so that's a great sign for Penn State, Coach.
E with a 3 attempt, and it's off the mark. Another 3 on the way from Penn State. Thompson the pass to Stefanovic. His 3's off the mark.
That a wide open one from Stefanovic that he missed. Again, the leading shooter in the Big Ten from behind the arc by percentage. Just we remind you to stick around for the State Farm halftime report coming up in about 3 minutes. And that's really to your point, Coach. I mean, you give Sasha Stefanovic a look that open, and he's going to hit 70-80% of those.
Well, and this is what I would do in those situations, too. Like a Duncan Robinson might have those situations. Tim Hardaway, I'd say, you know what? I want you to shoot it again because the odds just went up on the next one right now. But you play those percentages, and you're shooting like 40%. All of a sudden you miss one.
Penn State now on the 1-1. They just missed the front end. Defensive rebound by Mason Gillis.
Maybe he wants to take it and measure it a little bit more before he shoots another one. Because that's not his.
Thompson down to Edie. Edie misses on the front part of the rim.
And then a foul on Purdue. And you can see Jim Ferry pumping his fist. He is fired up. Getting a chance to see his team back in action and really playing well. What do you see here, Coach?
Just a lot of people scrambling for the ball, but then the big man, he's just hustling and just going after the ball. But sometimes big guys just get in the way, and all of a sudden they're fouling people.
Penn State at the line for another 1-1 in the second time in a row they've missed the front end. Penn State's still in their 2-3 zone. Edie drives baseline, and he gets fouled on a shot.
Ivy is fouled. Ian Williams on the bench with 2 fouls. There you see him, and you see him in a state of frustration. And understandably, as you said, he's played very limited minutes so far in this game. 2 fouls, and hasn't really been a huge factor.
Ivy at the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first.
This is the foul you were talking about, Coach.
And that might be a 102-foot foul because it's in the corner. It makes no sense at all. And this is the time that we all say to ourselves, he's probably saying, what was I thinking? And I guarantee at halftime,
misses the second.
Probably with a little bit more, stronger tone than I just said.
Just 6 minutes. So
Tied at 26 with about 2 minutes to go in the first half. And another elbow jumper from this number 12 from Penn State. I don't know who the heck he is, but it's now 28-26. Hey, Lions. Penn State's still in that 2-3 zone. Ivy with a putback off of a Hunter missed 3. What the heck is happening? Oh, there we go.
As we take a look at this Big Ten standout presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Jaden Ivey, the outstanding freshman, and a career high 13 last time out against Indiana. You want to have a game.
Jaden Ivey checks out of the game for the Boilermakers. Who's in now?
Go score 13 against your rival as you beat him for the 8th straight time. Pretty good.
What the heck is going on?
Just for that, but I think he's going to have bigger moments than that going forward.
Penn State has the ball side out now. Who checked in? I think it was Brandon Newman who came in for the Boilermakers. Jesus, these fadeaway elbow jumpers. So many of them. And Penn State can't miss them. Hunter Stefanovic to Hunter. Hunter's driving a spin jumper, and that's Eric Hunter's shot right there. No. Damn. I'm gonna edit. There you go.
Take a closer look at Travion Williams and his work in the also bring you an interview with Katie.
Oh, he got murdered. I don't know how it's not a foul. Newman with the defensive rebound. Newman taking the ball down the court. The dump off pass to Hunter. Hunter hits Newman in the corner. Newman takes the shot from the corner. It's off the side of the rim. And Penn State now on the fast break, and they get a dunk, and Purdue calls timeout.
What a great transition D by Penn State. I thought Purdue was going to get a basket. Penn State hustled themselves into Purdue trying to take a jump shot, right? And then now Penn State turns around and they make the right 2-on-1 play. They use the math here. It's 2-on-1. Make somebody play and give it up. And the other way, they didn't play. They didn't use the math very well. They made like a 2-on-1 into a 5-on-5. You gotta be able to do that when you see those numbers the right way.
I have to be impressed with Penn State. Again, a 17-day layoff before this game as we took you through some conference news and notes presented by Wendy's Minnesota. What a performance. Liam Robbins in particular as they take down number 7 Michigan, the last unbeaten team in the Big Ten. And Ohio State went into Champaign, got its second top 15 road win this year as they handed Illinois its second straight loss. And it just all speaks to the depth of the Big Ten. 10 teams in the top 50 of the net coach.
Anybody can beat anybody and anywhere this year, really. That you can go in and win these road games. And you know, we were talking about that. The guys go on the road, and because they've been in their dorms, and they've been in their apartments, and they can get out and travel, and I think it actually gives them a different look when they go on the road and they're able to just be in a different environment for just a short time. And they also obviously don't have 18,000 people rooting against them. So
yeah, Kendra. I mean, the shot selection, you know, I don't think it's been terrible, but there's been some questionable ones. But somebody's got to get some guts and make one of these.
I was just doing Michigan. Now I've found all the teams, and the dynamic is getting better and better as the quality of this league.
Well, I mentioned this was the first game in Mackey Arena since Christmas, working out some of the bugs. The arena clock was not registering the decimal points, so that has been rectified. You see we're at 25.9 seconds. But it was interesting talking to Matt Painter yesterday, where you're saying, hey, you played 4 straight on the road in conference, first time since 1960. How big a deal is that? And he said, John, truthfully, not all that big.
20 seconds on the clock in the first half.
Right now, I think that's a big difference as well when they're on the road. So they want to take a shot. Initially, they play with 10. They want to get a shot.
Oh my God. What is going on? Grab it.
Totally disrupted.
Mason Gillis for 3 at the buzzer. So Purdue is going to the half with a 3-point lead.
The ball is stolen, it's deflected, and your guys are being very aggressive, and sometimes it just doesn't pay off. But I like Penn State's really in good shape right now at halftime.
8 lead changes in this first half. Purdue leads it by 1, 33-32. The State Farm halftime report up next.
Let's go, Purdue basketball. Woo. All right.
Don't worry, Chris. These are going to go surprisingly great. I've been doing this for too many years. There's something about to go down.
All right, I'll be right back. I think I'm going to go get some food.
Have a nice day. I told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you ready to join the doers? Those who do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. And don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
Dr. Pepper and cream soda's here. A new combo that's music to my ears, okay. Cream soda, Dr. Pepper time. The treat that treats you right. Pouring in a glass of wine. New Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
No matter how early you're up or how late you're running, when you start your day at Speedway, we've got what you need to have a good morning. We've got it hot. We've got it cold. We've got it sprinkled. We've got it ready. No matter where you're heading or what you're craving, we're here to make your morning a little better. Because when you get off to a better start, you go on to a better day.
Halftime of the Big Ten Network is presented by State Farm and the break in West Lafayette. Let's take a few minutes to dive into Beeline's blueprint, breaking down the play of the Boilers, Travion Williams.
Welcome to Beeline's Blueprint. We're going to talk today about Purdue center, Travion Williams. The big junior has done a great job this year, scored in a variety of ways. A little old school. He's got a floater. He's got a hook. He goes under you. He goes over you. He's a tough player and tough team to guard no matter who you are. They're running action this time for Travion Williams just to get movement, to get Marcus Bingham off him a little bit so that he's got to guard a lot of actions before they finally look for him. It leads to great penetration. It leads to too much help by Bingham. And then all of a sudden, there's Travion at the basket and scoring the ball. Purdue right now with Travion Williams is trying to get their high-low triangle working. Michigan State, Joey Hauser in particular, plays great defense to take that away. After this screen, they're going to try and make a high-low feed. Great defense by Michigan State, but now they've cleared the baseline a little bit, and they can throw a baseline pass to him. So he's essentially one-on-one now over on that wing. I love his patience on this one. He's going to dribble Hauser in and not pick up his dribble and wait, see the double team, be patient, come back. The double team leaves, chicken wing with his left elbow, and then all of a sudden he's up with the jump hook, which I said is unstoppable if you can make it. A right-hander shooting a right-handed jump hook at 6'10", unstoppable. Here's a great out-of-bounds play to win the game where, again, they put Travion in all kinds of action. His man is thinking of giving help. He's getting wide open. So he goes with a floater because actually he doesn't have that type of lift to shoot a jump shot over people, but he can float it over them before they get their hands up. But created space with all that action, good screen by Sasha, and all of a sudden now he is open. So Purdue really, they run the floor great. You can see Travion trying to get open, and then they spread the floor for him. Nobody's leaving Sasha out of that corner. So now he's one-on-one on the post. He doesn't like it that he's got some people in the corner, so he basically tells Sasha to get out of there. When Sasha goes out of there, he's really one-on-one on the post. And this is a little bit of a sleeper play where he freezes Kofi and just knocks it in. This one initiates with a little action where he's handling the ball. Travion's a very good passer. So on the handoff, he turns it into a pick and roll. They refuse to use the screen, but they've drawn two. Kofi's off him. And throwing back to him, he's going to floor the ball and use that dribble and keep it as long as he can again. Get into the paint, a little shake here, just to freeze Kofi, and then he's up scoring over him. Two big men, two talented men, but on this one, Travion got the best of Kofi.
You can find every episode of Beeline's Blueprints on the Big Ten Network's YouTube channel. Second half coming up from Mackey Arena.
It's time to reset your rest with Casper's Stay in Bed sale. Save up to 15% on a new cozy bedroom and get the sleep you truly deserve. From the fluffiest down duvet you'll ever feel, crisp and light percale sheets, to cool supportive mattresses and plush pillows for your best night's sleep. No more excuses. Make 2021 a year well slept and save up to 15% at the Stay in Bed sale at Casper.com today.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them with Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. Nothing beats this classic. Grab it now at Wendy's 2 for $5.
How about no?
No. No way.
Come on, no.
No.
No. Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
T-Mobile knows the new year brings big news. That's why we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% of your bill versus the other guys. And that's not an introductory rate. That's the best value in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's 5G leader in coverage. And save 20% per month. Share big moments and big savings at T-Mobile.
I don't want any surprises out there today.
911, what's your emergency?
Don't know about 10. Lava?
I got it.
Incoming!
The premiere of 911 Lone Star after 911, January 18th on Fox.
Teamwork, it inspires us on and off the field. And here in Big Ten country, where we battle for titles and trophies, when it comes to fighting cancer, we're on the same team. Our playbook, uncover new ideas and discoveries to enable new cancer treatments. Our Big Ten rivals are teaming up to fight cancer together. The Big Ten Cancer Research Consortium, providing more wins, more memories, more hope.
Monday, women's basketball is on the Big Ten Network. Freshman phenom Caitlin Clark leads the Hawkeyes into a matchup with the Boilermakers. Women's basketball, Monday at 4:30 Eastern on the Big Ten Network.
Halftime of the Big Ten Network is presented by State Farm. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. If you're not downloading On the Bench with Mike Hall, you are missing out. Here's Mike with legendary Purdue coach Gene Katie.
One time we went to, where was it? Illinois, I think. Illinois is not too far from Lafayette with Champaign. Great place to go play a game because those fans are great too. But they really get after you when you're the opposing coach. That's the way it should be. And I think we got beat like 30 points over there. So there's a place on the highway between, maybe you've eaten it before, they call it the Beef House. Okay. And I always had them fix sandwiches. And, they fixed the sandwiches. I got the sandwiches. We got to beat that. It just snowed. There was a lot of snow on the ditch. And I took the sandwiches off, threw them in the snowdrift. We went home at practice at 3 in the morning. I had a great AD. A lot of athletic directors. George King would let me do that. It was one of those things. It depends on the athletic director. Yeah. And we'd always win like 6 or 7 in a row after we had those practice in the morning.
Listen and subscribe to Big Ten Network's news podcast, On the Bench with Mike Hall. Check out Gene Katie and Sandy Barber's episodes on Apple, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and SoundCloud. The second half is ahead from West Lafayette.
Nearly 150 years of experience goes into making each and every Continental Tire. So you can trust with total confidence that our tires will deliver superior performance, no matter where the road takes you. Continental Tire, for what you do.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Square Sweepstakes is back. $50,000 every score change, plus $2.5 million grand prizes. Enter for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com.
We make USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA Insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Bolt 24 keeping it real with Fernando Tatis Jr.
Believe it or not, this is not my real haircut. But Bolt 24 has no artificial sweeteners and it's low in sugar. Both look real good.
All right. Hey, Bolt 24.
Regardless of where you are affected by buildings in one way or another. We know that if we do not pay attention to the design of adequate, affordable, sustainable living spaces, then we are going to start seeing more negative outcomes. We have evidence that
I'm back. It's currently halftime right now. Just going to go get myself some food. I think it's still halftime.
Implemented projects will require identifying pathways to scale. Most of these will require strategic partnerships. The Global Building Network is a partnership between the United Nations and Penn State, as well as cities in different parts of the world. Penn State is charged with the responsibility of leading the research and education component of the whole initiative. I believe that the Global Building Network is by design pointed in the right direction and can have transformative impact.
Halftime of the Big Ten Network is presented by State Farm. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second half ahead from West Lafayette.
So I made it so easy to pay off my student loan debt.
They were able to give me a personal loan so I could pay off all of my credit cards.
I got my mortgage for SoFi and a full process. So easy.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Anywhere convenience, everyday security. Bankers here to help. For where they want to go. Chase, make more of what's yours.
When you drive this smooth, you save with Allstate. The future of auto insurance is here. You've never been better. Allstate. Click or call today.
Wait up. Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. All we did it all our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuff.
No matter how early you're up or how late you're running, when you start your day at Speedway, we've got what you need to have a good morning. We've got it hot. We've got it cold. We've got it sprinkled. We've got it ready. No matter where you're heading or what you're craving, we're here to make your morning a little better. Because when you get off to a better start, you go on to a better day.
Download the Fox Super 6 app. It's free to play. Pick the outcomes of 6 games to win charity's money.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by Wendy's. You can now get a Baconator any time of day with the Breakfast Baconator. Back in West Lafayette, it's 33-32, Purdue over Penn State. Dave Revson and former Michigan coach John Beeline. And Coach, good, tight first half here. What has stood out to you?
I think that Penn State has came out after all that time off, and they don't really have a plan other than to play as hard as you can right now and see what happens. And it's allowed them to stick in this game. Purdue, the big thing is you can't have Travion Williams playing 6 minutes, and it was self-inflicted a little bit when he had that foul, so far away from the basket. So I'm sure he knows that to his teammates coming out right now. I would think he's going to play a good 16 minutes in the second half.
We told you off the top how vulnerable Penn State can be inside. They are last in the nation among power conference team in 2-point field goal percentage defense. Penn State has given up 10 of 19 to Purdue inside the arc, but the Boilers have also taken 19 threes in this one. So
All right, back from halftime.
I think you'll see some high-low looks right away, trying to get the ball just to get Travion started. Going in with
Who's got the ball?
That's what they're looking for. Try and get him up
Over to Hunter. Hunter going to the basket. Passes out to Gillis. Mason Gillis for 3. Yes. Woo! Let's go. Good start to the second half here.
Comes into the game shooting 30% from 3 and now knocks 10 in a row.
Penn State now has the ball.
Really happy about that.
A 3-point shot attempt from Penn State, and it's off the mark. Travion Williams with the defensive rebound for Purdue. And Eric Hunter will bring the ball up the floor. Gives it to Newman. Newman gets it down low to Williams. Double team from the Nittany Lions coming. Travion looking for someone to pass to. And he turns it over. He tried to get the ball to Newman cross court. And here come the Nittany Lions in transition. Another 3-point attempt from Penn State. It's off the mark. This time, Sasha Stefanovic with the rebound. Eric Hunter coming down the floor. Looking for someone to pass to. The skip pass to Brandon Newman. He pump fakes. Drives down the lane. And he gets a little floater to go. Purdue starting the second half on a little 5-0 run. As they take a 6-point lead. Penn State with the ball now. Penn State 0 for 3 to start the second half as a free throw line jumper doesn't go for the Nittany Lions. Williams with the ball at the left wing for Purdue. He makes a skip pass to Stefanovic. Stefanovic gives it to Hunter. Hunter over to Newman, over to Gillis. The entry pass to Williams somehow gets through. Williams scores over two Nittany Lions. And it's now a 7-0 run to start the second half for Purdue. And, excuse me, we have a timeout on the court. Penn State takes their first timeout of the second half.
If you have risk factors like heart disease, diabetes, and raised triglycerides, Vasipa can give you something to celebrate. Vasipa, when added to your statin, is clinically proven to provide 25% lower risk from heart attack and stroke. Vasipa is clearly different. First and only FDA approved. Celebrate less risk, even for those with family history. Don't take Vasipa if you are or become allergic to icosapent ethyl or any
A good start for the Boilermakers.
serious side effects might occur, like heart rhythm problems and bleeding. Heart rhythm problems may occur in more people with persistent cardiovascular risk or who have had them in the past. Tell your doctor if you experience an irregular heartbeat or other heart rhythm problems. Possible side effects include muscle and joint pain. Celebrate less risk. Adding cardio protection. Talk to your doctor about adding protection with Vasipa. You've spent years dreaming up your business plan, saving every dollar, searching for the right location, and perfecting your product. Auto Owners insures your small business because it isn't small to you. Only 36 more to go. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent of Auto Owners if it makes sense for you.
Grizzlies and Suns, Bucks and Nets, Warriors and Lakers, Bucks and Nets is the most exciting game ever.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. This is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with unleaded 88. Emma knows unleaded 88 keeps our air cleaner and healthier. Nature's Unleaded 88 is safe for its engine with higher octane for better performance. And they both really like the money they save at the pump. And the innate think Unleaded 88 is pretty darn great. Unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
Good afternoon, board members. We have some great new ideas that we want to present to you today. The first item on the list is selecting a chairman for the advisory board, as well as use the remaining
Child care options run out. Lifetime retirement income from TIAA doesn't. Guaranteed monthly income for life.
Purdue by 8 over Penn State as we look at today's auto owners insurance game leaders. Travion Williams, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Myra Jones leading the way for Penn State. What's most important, interesting about Williams, though, Coach, is he's done that in 8 minutes. So he's
All right, so we're back from the timeout called by the Nittany Lions. Purdue on a 7-0 run to start the second half. It's 40-32, Boilermakers in the lead. And Penn State will have the ball. About 17 minutes left to play in the game.
Just let that game come to him a little bit more instead of forcing things where he gets some foul trouble.
Purdue 3 of 3 shooting on the half. Penn State 0 of 3. And Mason Gillis gets a steal, but he gets... So Mason Gillis gets a steal, and he's fouled by Kamari Wheeler of the Nittany Lions.
So this is the way Purdue used to play when I first broke into the league. They would not let you make that pass. They've changed a great deal. They'll allow you to make passes now, but every now and then, when you get comfortable, somebody will run through a passing lane and get a steal like that.
Elaborate on that. So a change in defensive philosophy. Give us a sense of what the evolution is.
Well, we talked to Matt about that yesterday, and I said, Matt, we started out with CJ
Travion Williams with a jump hook from the free throw line. No good. It's Hunter with the rebound. Stefanovic over to Newman. Newman with a three-pointer, and it's good to go. So Newman makes the three. The basket will count, but it's going to be a foul underneath.
The foul, though, you see them wrestling inside. Foul, I believe, was that on Travion Williams? It was on Williams, so that is 3.
All right. Travion Williams picks up his third foul. That's not good. Not good at all.
This is something that is, for Purdue.
Penn State on the dribble drive, and it's a foul on the shot. Penn State will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
As opposed to somebody who's not engaged, but you don't have to do all those things to help you. Your team can win without this type of over-aggressive play.
So that is 3 fouls for him. It's 3 fouls now as well for Zach Edey. So the big men in foul trouble for Purdue, and that is the obvious comparative advantage for Matt Painter's team. They're much better inside. And just to highlight how important Williams has been in this game, now it's an 11-point game, but they're plus 16 when he's on the floor, Coach.
And they're not a team that fouls a lot either.
First free throw goes in for Penn State. It's now 33-43.
The coaches have just changed their style of play a little bit. And weren't as aggressive defensively. They were still good defensively, but they weren't living off steals. They were living off more skill.
Penn State's coach is a little heated.
He's been assessed with a technical foul.
And it's a technical foul on the coach of Penn State. Supposedly it's not their actual coach, though. It's a interim coach. And Brandon Newman will go to the free throw line for looks like 2 shots, and he makes the first.
A couple of years ago, I believe it was your first ejection since your junior college days, correct?
In the 70s.
Newman gets the second. I'm telling you, these Valpo kids do not miss free throws.
So I understand your frustration there. We're trying to figure out what Jim Ferry was upset about here. As we check it out, here is Ferry. Is in a exchange
Penn State gets their second free throw to go. After the 2 technical foul shots by Brandon Newman, Penn State got the back half of the 2 shots. Both of the 2 shots went in. Sasha Stefanovic with a 3 from the parking lot. It's off the mark. And a defensive rebound from Penn State. The drive and the kick, 3, and it's good.
Just a 3 like that from Miles can just change everything so much. Because that's what they do. They shoot high volume threes. So they can make 5 in a row right now and change this game.
That was the first 3 for Miles Dredd. The inside had knocked away, but a foul.
Newman made an entry pass to Zach Edey. Zach Edey got fouled, and Purdue's going to have the ball out of bounds.
So trying to stay out of foul trouble, trying to keep some help side in there. Make sure in this zone you don't lose where Stefanovic.
See, Purdue's kind of in a pickle here. Both their big men in foul trouble with 3 fouls. Purdue with the ball baseline out of bounds. Oh! Scoring off a BS out of bounds play. Yes. Purdue with 20. Oh, shoot. I got to put the thing up there. There we go. Purdue with a 10-point lead. A pull-up jumper from Penn State hits back rim, and it's Purdue ball off a defensive rebound. Hunter with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it to Stefanovic. Stefanovic gets it to Brandon Newman. Newman to the free throw line to Stefanovic, and a little high-low action as Stefanovic hits Zach Edey down low, and Zach Edey will head to the line for 2 shots. And we have a timeout on the court.
This is John Beeline. Last time he faced Penn State in his career, back in 2019, ejected for the first time as a D1 coach. Talk about that when we come back.
At Encova Insurance, we encircle you with insurance solutions you can trust. We provide coverage to protect what you care about. Business insurance, including workers' compensation, auto, home.
I do need to watch this.
What makes us unique? Our superior financial strength, smart technology, a one-stop shop for custom-tailored solutions. Encova 360.
Also, my lighting's pretty bad.
Compensation and local decision making. We are Encova Insurance.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them with Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. Nothing beats this classic. Now with Wendy's 2 for $5. T-Mobile is upgrading its network at a record pace. We were the first to bring 5G nationwide. And now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we're turning up the speed. Upgrading over 1,000 towers a month with ultra-capacity 5G to bring speeds as fast as Wi-Fi to cities and towns across America. And we're adding more every week. Coverage and speed. Who says you can't have it all? How about no?
No. No way.
Come on. No. 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 Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Every school, every day, it's every beginning and every end. Every pass, play, and prayer. Every denial and every truth. Every dagger, every dunk, every dive. Every moment. This is big. Only on Big Ten Network.
Tuesday, a Hoops doubleheader begins at the Boilermakers against the Buckeyes. Then, via lineup, host the Nittany Lions. Big Ten basketball presented by Rocket Mortgage. Tuesday on the Big Ten Network.
So here's the Purdue high-low game. And one of the big things about it, they're going to throw it to high to you, and you got to keep it high. Right there, Zach goes up and catches it with one hand. He's got his right hand hung up with the Penn State player, and he can't do that. He's got to keep both hands up, and then see how he drops it to his waist. Those should be three-point plays all the time, or easy buckets. Now he's got to go to the foul line and sort of prove those points, especially with Travion Williams. So I'm sure Purdue has their coaching staff watching this all the time and showing them. Show your armpits. Keep your elbows above your shoulders so that you do not bring the ball down, where all these little guards are very adept at stealing the ball from you.
You think about how little time he's been playing basketball. He's only playing the game for 3 years. He made the Canadian under-17 national team.
Zach Edey at the line for 2 shots, and he misses the first.
I would assume that you learn as you go along, John.
Yeah, especially what we found in Canada, especially because we recruited there a lot. They just don't have that volume of playing time.
Takes the second.
When they do start playing. And so, or it's very unorganized sometimes. And there's so many good players in Canada, so many, especially in the Toronto area where Zach's from.
Plus, you have some experience. Nick Stauskas. Yeah.
Penn State takes a 3-point shot, and it's missed. Newman with the rebound. Hunter bringing the ball up the floor. Penn State shooting 1 of 6 this half. Purdue shooting 5 of 7 for the half. And the Stefanovic takes a 3 and it's missed. Penn State with the ball now. Missed mid-range shot. Edey with the rebound.
So I don't know what Penn State is teaching right now, but I think that was another 2. It was like a foot inside the line. Those are not.
Ooh, flash. Yes. Good offense. Please. Yeah. It's a great offensive possession. Sasha Stefanovic for 3. Largest lead of the game for Purdue. Penn State drive and kick 3. It goes.
But either way, the point remains. That's a really big shot for Penn State. They needed it, coach.
Hunter driving, step back, mid-range jump shot.
So now they got to extend a little bit there because Buttrick can shoot a little bit. They're going to put Edey away from the basket a little bit. And here he is again. He's feeling it. And that's what he does. That's one of his best attributes.
Well, Miles Dredd, although he begs to differ. Here comes Travion Williams back into the game with those 3 fouls. How could you have been here if you're Matt Painter having extended that lead to 13 while Williams was on the bench, coach?
Yeah, he's got to feel good about it. And right now, Travion, who I'm saying, is a wonderful young man, really high IQ player. And right now, he can't let his emotions and his desire to win get in the way of just being solid. I'd be surprised if he picks up a bad 4th foul early now in his time in the game.
Oh, what a pass, please. Yeah.
You don't see shooters like Stefanovic having these great assist turnover ratios. He does a great job of knowing what he can do. That was a great pass from Stefanovic.
Talk us through this.
It's out of his hands immediately. Yeah, it's out of his hands immediately. He almost jumps in the air and throws it before it comes down. So it's
a good cut.
Stay high. When you keep your elbows high like that, you can make these little snap passes over the top.
Stefanovic did get called for the foul at the other end. His first, the third on Purdue here in the second half.
Oh! Crap, where's my remote? Where's my remote? Oh, Penn State for 3. God dang it.
So here's what it does now to Purdue is now Travion's going to have to go out there and guard him. Or Matt may just say, hey, listen, we're going to make
Oh, God. Oh! Brandon Newman with a block. Sessions for 3, and it's off the mark. Williams with the rebound.
I love Sessions. I would rather have him shoot the first 3.
Sasha Stefanovic for 3 and 1. Woo! Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no, TV, don't buffer. Come on. Thank you.
Crisp and light percale sheets to cool, supportive mattresses and plush pillows for your best night's sleep. No more excuses. Make 2021 a year well slept and save up to 15% at the Stay in Bed Sale at Casper.com today.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes or parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help. Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda's here. A new compound that's music to my ears. Oh, yeah. It's Cream Soda. Dr. Pepper time. Drink the dream tonight. Pour it in a glass of wine. New Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Squares sweepstakes is back. Every time the score changes, someone will win $50,000. Touchdowns, field goals, extra points, 50 G's. Plus, $2.5 million prizes. Move toward a dream home. One way to enter, 2 ways to win. Squares is back. Sign up for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 55.
Just give it your all to infinity.
Together,
Our world is so much better. Our world is so much bigger. I love it when we go together. Our world is so much better.
Penn State down 15 to Purdue. Talk to me about Sam Sessions and decision-making, Coach. What have you seen?
Yeah, just you want to take the best shot, not the
What?
first. I saw him turn this down, and I said, great move. And then he takes ones off the dribble. I'm saying, not a great move. And I would have rather have him shoot the first one. And now here's how Penn State should play. Sessions makes a penetration, hits Wheeler. Wheeler seems to he values the assist over any score that he gets. And that's why they've been so good since he's been playing a lot more in the lineup over the last couple of years.
All right, so Sasha's going to be at the line to complete the 4-point play.
They're struggling here in the second half. I was going to say shooting just 20%.
Yeah, and he made it. Sasha and Newman are automatic from the free throw line.
Finishes off the
This is a good way to spend a Sunday, just watching some Purdue basketball, am I right? So it looks like Jaden Ivey's now in the game for the Boilermakers, along with Aaron Wheeler. Hunter's still in the game, along with Williams and Stefanovic. Number 5 for Penn State has the ball. He gives it. It's hard to tell their numbers, but Sesmans shoots a layup, and Wheeler gets the defensive rebound. Well, about 11 minutes to go left to play in this half. They give it to Wheeler. Wheeler gives it to Williams, and it's going to be a push foul on Penn State, and that's the 6th team foul for the Nittany Lions.
It's just a little bit harder to do because you say, okay, you want to take them one-on-one, and it could be a crowd, and then you try to manufacture something that's not there.
Stefanovic for 3 is off the mark, but Eric Hunter cleans up the glass on the offensive rebound. Jaden Ivey for 3, and it's halfway down and out. Penn State comes up with a defensive rebound. Get back on defense, Boilers. They give it to 15. He shoots a 3, and it's off the front rim. He gets his own offensive rebound. Little dump-off pass, and some good ball movement from the Nittany Lions, but Purdue recovers back on defense.
They're almost too unselfish on that one. He should have just
Little drive by Sesmans, and Sesmans gets the little floater to go. Wheeler has the ball at the top of the key. Over to Ivey. Ivey attacking the basket. And it's going to be a blocking foul. And that's the 7th team foul on Penn State. That'll put Purdue in the 1-1. But Ivey's going to go to the line here for 2 shots.
And that foul on Bucktrick, his 4th, as Jaden Ivey goes to the free throw line. Just 3 points in this game. But
Jaden Ivey knocks down the first. Now a 15-point lead for Purdue.
First year as the head coach of Notre Dame's women's team. A highly thought of recruit coach.
He's right now a lot of energy, like most freshmen. Right? He's trying to make a play.
Ivey misses the second free throw.
Great trust in him and let him play through his mistakes without costing the team game. So it looks like he's going to be great.
Purdue on defense now. Sesmans driving the kick out. Virgil will drive, another kick out. 3-point shot blocked by Brandon Newman.
Purdue's doing a great job of containing and helping off the drive, but still taking away the 3. Penn State's turned down a couple of 3s they could have taken. I don't know if they could have
Penn State has the ball set out. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3. Are they going to get a shot off? They do, and it's an air ball.
Some really good defensive possessions here for the Boilers.
It's team defense. They're guarding their man. They're pressuring their man. Every place you go, you see.
Ivey has the ball. Spin move. Pass to Wheeler. To Thompson. To Williams down low. Here comes the double team. The fadeaway hook shot, and it's good. Williams. Post entry to Penn State big man. He'll go to the line for 2 shots, and that's 4 fouls on Williams.
So that's a break for Purdue. Both those.
Oh, it's on Brandon Newman. Okay.
What'd you think of that call, Coach?
Yeah, I think that one could have went. I mean, that could have been a no call too. So I don't like it when the guy that's underneath the basket doesn't make that call. But sometimes the vision might be better further out. Both guys seem like they went pretty vertical with it, but you have to slow it down and watch it. So those plays, I'd like to see him just play on.
I admire your diplomacy early on.
To get an offensive rebound off the freaking free throw.
I wish I had that diplomacy in my last episode.
He made the first, and Penn State gets an offensive rebound. Pass down to Williams to Ivy. Ivy with a circus layup.
That's great. You don't get a jury by your jury of your peers when you're ejected from a basketball game. Ivy getting another hoop, and Penn State trying to respond.
A layup attempt is cleaned up off the glass by number 21 for Penn State. It's now 50-64.
The stat stuffers on this team are Jamari Wheeler, right, and John Harris, and they are keys to the success of this team.
Brandon Newman takes a three. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Penn State.
Are helping Jim make this transition and just putting them in a situation where they can go to Virginia Tech and beat the heck out of them.
The drive and the kick for three. Off back rim. Offensive rebound and a dunk.
This is a 12-point game with just under 8 to go. Those leads can go so quickly.
And a timeout on the court. Purdue called it.
Here you see Travion Williams, great interior passer. We've been talking about it throughout the game, but Isaiah Brockington and company not going quietly in West Lafayette. Down a dozen.
No matter how early you're up or how late you're running, when you start your day at Speedway,
What?
we've got what you need.
Hey.
We've got it hot. We've got it cold. We've got it sprinkled. We've got it ready. No matter where you're heading or what you're craving, we're here to make your morning a little better. Because when you get off to a better start, you go on to a better day.
Finally moved in.
It's a great old house. Good bones, wraparound porch.
Pipes are making strange noises. Even the plumber's gonna help us.
Nope. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which saves us a ton.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It pays to have range, like Volt 24 antioxidant with vitamins A and C, restore with 10 grams of collagen, and energize with caffeine. All kinds of range.
Millions of people need prosthetic hands, but the options are way too expensive. I want to help people in need by using my technologies. My research is focused on the development of wearable biomedical devices.
What we're trying to do is come up with sensors that can go on top of pre-existing prosthetics. Our device is able to sense temperature, pressure, humidity at an affordable price.
I want to employ existing engineering techniques and technologies to develop useful and practical devices that can be implemented into the clinical settings right away. I mean, I'm talking about 1 or 2 years later. I'm not talking about 10 to 20 years. I'm a biomedical engineer, so I want to do practical things to help people in need.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human saving.
It is very important to me that the biggest teams are where
Tense for you. Make it
We're back from timeout.
West Lafayette, 64-52, Purdue on top. And he scored in this game when he's on the floor, and when he's not on the floor, has been Travion Williams. You see, they are plus 12 with him out there, Coach, and it's an even game when he's not.
Well, it's not even just a scoring day. Because everybody is off their man, a step closer to him. They have to double team. It just gives everybody else open just his presence.
On the bench right now, he does have 3 fouls in this game. 7.5
back to his zone. Let's say back in the zone right here.
Mason Gillis takes a 3. It's off the mark.
Nittany Lions battle up to the board. Eric comes out of there with it. Jones doesn't go. And here comes Purdue the other way. Hunter's got a man behind him. It's terrific. Nice job. You take it into the lane and lay it in.
Eric Hunter with a layup.
It's a very important time for Penn State right now. They have to take good shots so that that was not a great shot. It was, again, an early 15-footer that was slightly guarded, and it led to a transition basket. If you take bad shots or you surprise your teammates with shots, all of a sudden you don't have good defensive balance. If you make that shot, the coach usually says, all right, good shot. But if you miss it, it could cause some real problems for your team.
Mason Gillis with a steal. Here comes the Bullies. Oh, catch the ball. Zach Edey, dang.
Dread and the rebound. Purdue's Brandon Newman. Nothing coming easy against that Purdue defense.
Oh, dang it.
This is the 3.
Terrific defense. Really, really good. They've extended. They know what Purdue's trying to do is take away the 3 game because that's a huge part of their offense. And they've taken right out of that game. Nobody's comfortable shooting their 3 right now. They're forcing them in tough 2s.
There's 7 field goals here in the second half for Penn State. Doesn't go. Rockington. In the corner now. Myers Jones. That doesn't go. Harrell missed the
Oh my God. And 1.
And hits.
Penn State gets an and 1 off of an offensive rebound off a 3-point shot. Missed.
But they're still good shots. I don't know who's going to win this game right now, but Purdue, right, certainly has had chances right now, but Purdue's got a chance to get away from them right now. Can't quite get there to put the game. Penn State's still in it. They're still in it right now.
Harrell, a big part of the reason why has a double-double in this game. Was the second of his career against Northwestern.
Doesn't convert the 3-point play.
Unable to convert on the free throw, but Penn State big guys have really battled in this game.
And this is a big possession right now. These are big possessions coming up.
Travion Williams, while he was trying to make a move, he got fouled on the floor.
Into this game, and right away he's able to draw the foul.
And they may go to, because they're down, they may.
He'll go to the free throw line for 1-on-1.
They get a post touch just to put Travion on the foul line. He's 51%. Hoping he'll go 0%.
Yeah, but this isn't a trade-off you're willing to make if you're Jim Ferry.
Missed the first. Fudge. Dang it.
He misses that one. 2 fouls on Harrell, but you got all that.
Oh, and a steal by Travion Williams. There you go.
Lead there for Lundy and a turnover.
Lundy's very talented.
Mason Gillis for 3 off the mark. And a pass. Wow, no foul. Really? Dang. Jeez, Penn State like lives off of these freaking free throw line pull-up jumpers.
Key time in the game. Staying in the zone, extending a little bit.
Oh, Mason. We have a timeout on the floor.
Wasn't me, baby. No, it wasn't me, baby.
Free 2-hour grocery delivery, included with Prime.
Nearly 150 years of experience goes into making each and every Continental Tire. So you can trust with total confidence that our tires will deliver superior performance, no matter where the road takes you. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Papa John's is known for its crispy bread crust full of warm, fluffy pockets. And now they're known for serving those pocket crisps. Cheese! I love you, cheese. Have you ever stuffed crust pizza with one topping for just 12 bucks? Papa John's.
How about no? No. No way.
Come on. No. Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Julia, this must be a State Farm commercial. Sure is. It also means it's about to go down.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are going to go surprisingly great.
Oh, I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh, no. Here it comes.
Protect yourself.
Have a nice day.
Told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly big rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
T-Mobile knows the new year brings big news. That's why we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% of your bill versus the other guys. And that's not an introductory rate. That's the best value in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's 5G leader in coverage. And save 20% per month. Share big moments and big savings at T-Mobile.
10-point lead for Purdue over Penn State as we look at our leader of the game presented by USAA. And Coach, you have given that award to Eric Hunter. Tell us why.
Yeah, I always endear myself to the assist guys, the guys that you don't hear their name a lot, but they're just making the next play to make everybody else. So he's been with his 5 assists right now. He's only got 8 points, but he's done all those little things, a great defensive game as well.
His team up by 10 here. Hunter, such a great scorer in high school, the all-time leading scorer in Marion County, which includes the city of Indianapolis, number 7 scorer all-time in the state. But as you say, Coach, really embracing his role as a facilitator here for the Boilers.
And he paid his dues, too. Well, as a freshman, he rarely played. He got in the game just enough to do a little bit more. Now he's running his clock.
Williams, double team coming. Williams.
Travion Williams with a layup.
Take on the double team and attack and score.
As a dozen, there's his 5th double-double of the year. 10th straight game in double figures. Stefanovich with the rebound, but a foul.
What?
Says Bo Borowski.
Bo Borowski!
So they're coming out to double really high, and that's hard to do. Somebody's got to stand in there with a strong body. Easier said than done. Stand there with a strong body and don't let him elevate. Try and take his space away from him. He's a space eater. Hard to do.
That is hazardous duty pay. Getting someone to stand in there against Trevion Williams.
There'd be games that we're playing somebody like that, Dave, and I would say, hey, we want you to stand in there and take a charge, and good luck if you do. And it was like I was being real with my team, saying, God bless you when you do.
Williams playing out around 270 pounds. He's worked so hard on his body. He broke his foot a few years ago, got up over 300 pounds, and has slimmed down and just become a really good player. We talk so much about all the good bigs in the Big Ten. I don't always think he gets his due, although he was on the preseason All Big Ten team, so it's not like he's totally overlooked. But he is so good, and we've seen the way he impacts a game here on a case in point today, Coach.
And he's in the right place the way Purdue loves to feed the ball and high low. He's not trying to be a three-point shooter. He knows who he is. He's not trying to shoot jump shots.
Shot clock at 2. They get it to Williams. Maybe making the extra pass there. Not totally aware of the shot clock, which is understandable because he he's back to it.
He's got a lot of turnovers, 33 or 35.
Time updates. There's 3 minutes left.
Any big man that has as many turnovers as assists is actually good. Where if your point guard's doing that, you got to get a different point guard. But this guy, they can play through him. When you get the ball behind the defense, that's harder.
Penn State has it.
And by throwing in the post, they get the ball behind the defense.
Dribble drive. Ball in the corner. Outside to the wing, to the corner. 3-pointer off the mark. And staying with Penn State.
Just watching Penn State struggle from the 3-point line, there's one thing that goes on here is, they've been off for 2 weeks. Shooting game-type shots is a whole different deal.
3-point shot in the corner blocked by Newman. It'll stay with Penn State again.
Good job defensively. It's his second block just here in the last few minutes.
And you know why, Dave? Because at Purdue, and I sound like too much of a Valentino fan here, if you don't play defense, you're going to be over 60 points.
If you don't play defense, you don't play, right?
That's right.
3-pointer by Penn State. Cuts the lead to 9.
It's a great motivator.
Myron Jones hitting the 3, and again, we're singing the praises of Purdue, but let's sing the praises for a moment of Penn State with everything they have been through, Coach. I mean,
2.5 to play.
In between games, you had players having to isolate. They weren't able to get into the gym at all, and to be playing in a really difficult place to win. I know it's not the same as when fans are packed in the back of the arena. I get it, but still, you got to feel really good if you're Jim Ferry about the effort his team is giving on the road.
They've had great effort. I think, Dave, that's something they can control. What you can't control necessarily is your skill level after having such a time off. There's just these little fine points that you used to things. And right now, I would think their legs might be a little dead as they try to shooting while also being guarded by a really good defensive team.
This is the first of 4 games in 6 days for them. I guess technically 7 days, kind of inclusive on either side, but they'll play that 4th game against Northwestern on Saturday. It's every other day, Coach. 1 day off in between. Jim Ferry was saying to us yesterday, hey, I said to these guys, you want to be NBA players? Here you go. Here's an NBA schedule.
Absolutely. You think, and you don't
Purdue's got the ball now with 2.5 minutes left.
You'd rather win the game
68. Oh, shoot.
So I think Jim knows what he's doing. He had to do that a little bit.
68-61.
At Long Island, and so there's a high-low again.
Ball went to Williams at the free throw line area, and
Just see if they can get him to miss here, because it's still a 7-point game right now.
go to line for a 1-and-1.
It is still a 1-and-1 now on the next foul. Trevion Williams when you shoot 2. If your strategy is simply to foul him when he gets the ball in the post, do you continue to do that when it's a 2-shot foul?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a chance he's going to make one, and you can make a three at the other end.
Pull it up. Let's go 68-69 or 68. Wait, what am I doing? 69-61.
Frustrating, but not as frustrating as to the young man at the line. So Travion just got to keep working on this because it's really going to be important to their success.
Missed the second one. Williams with his own rebound, and he gets fouled again. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Penn State did not block out the shooter, coach. It goes back to make them.
Everybody's waiting for somebody else to get the rebound, and that's tough. There's been some games won and lost at a very high level because of that play right there. So I know right now Harris feeling really bad about that. Everybody.
Oh my God! Come on, Trey.
And then go get the ball. When do you end the block out? When do you go get the ball? And so sometimes everybody's waiting for somebody else.
Maryland and Wisconsin women's action just underway.
Oh, Williams, make your free throws. Penn State now has the ball with 2:10 to play. They drive right to the basket, and it's a missed layup. No one came up with the defensive rebound. It was tipped out of bounds by Penn State, and Purdue will take possession with 2 minutes left.
Where they actually get some leverage, and they don't have an open layup, but they have a layup that they traditionally make. I think that has a lot to do with their tight off.
Penn State making substitutions.
9 out of 10 times. Sessoms had a miss here and there. Wheeler's had a miss. As this thing evens out, they'll make those shots.
Stefanovic gets it into Gillis. Gillis gets it to Hunter. Hunter bringing the ball up the court for Purdue. Gets it to Stefanovic. Stefanovic over to Hunter. Hunter holding the ball at the half-court area to choose some clock here. Starts his dribble.
So the strategy isn't necessarily to foul, it's to foul Williams, but Penn State does commit a foul there on Brockington.
Brockington commits a foul for Penn State. And it looks like Eric Hunter Jr. is going to go to the free throw line, I think.
He didn't look like he's trying to foul, but he puts his hand out there.
Yep, Eric Hunter's going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
I don't think they wanted to foul there. They'd already burned 15 seconds. That was probably the last time where they could afford not to foul.
Hunter knocks down the first. It's now 70-61.
That's the free throw. That's 4 on Brockington, by the way, 4 on Buttrick, and 4 on Hera for Penn State. So we talked about it at the outset of this.
I'm not allowed to show the game.
We are definitely starting to see that. And as a result now, 12 more free throw attempts in this game.
Hunter knocks down the second. Purdue now has a 10-point lead.
The difference at the line is Purdue is +9 or +10 in the game. I mean, essentially, that's the game, coach.
And that's the weakness Jim talked about the other day to us, is his team is putting people to the foul line way too much. And they're bad, so that's a bad foul right there.
Penn State takes a three-pointer. It's short. They get their own rebound. Another three-point attempt, and it is good. God dang it. And Penn State will take a timeout.
And it is back to a 7-point game. Penn State has lost 12 of its last 13 visits here to Mackey Arena. The lone win did come last year, so many of the players on this team, aside from those playing in their first year for Penn State, which essentially would just be Sam Sessoms and Sevilla, these guys have experienced a win here at Mackey.
And not too many teams experience wins at Mackey as well. So I'm just surprised this game isn't over right now.
We got 6 people in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for premium Purdue content for any Purdue fans out there. Also, later tonight at around 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be having Purdue Sports Talk with my good friend Garrett Burkle. Time left. They're not actually showing the scoreboard right now. They're showing Purdue's next 5 games, but I will get to you on that, Damien. 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the game.
Talk to Minnesota about that. Talk to Northwestern about that. These teams are just playing brutal schedules this
But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this stream. Helps me out a ton. I'll be having my Purdue Sports Talk show with my good friend Garrett Burkle coming up at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Turn on post notifications so you get notified when that goes live. We'll be talking about this past week in Purdue basketball and some news involving the football program. And Penn State forces a turnover. Eric Hunter lost his dribble, and there was a scramble on the floor. Eric Hunter was the last player to touch it last. And Penn State will get the ball with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Baseline out of bounds.
There's a real shot for me here, 1:30. A lot of time.
I'm not convinced that ball did go off Jamari Wheeler, by the way. They are not reviewing it.
A 3-point shot by Penn State is off the mark. Offensive rebound by the Nittany Lions. They jack up another 3, and it's off the mark. And it is off the Nittany Lions, and Purdue will get possession of the ball. Boilermakers in the double bonus. Any foul will result in 2 shots. And Penn State takes their final timeout of the game. 1 minute and 17 left. Actually, the referees are going to go to review who will gain possession of the basketball on this last play. And looking at it, that's off of number 1 on Penn State.
It's a hard job, as I think you would.
Now, I'm a Purdue fan, as all of you know, but from an unbiased standpoint, I legit think that's Purdue ball. The call on the floor is Purdue ball. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they will stay with this call. Still at the review. They're probably not trying to get the time down.
Make sure they're compensated well enough so they'll stick with your league so that you have some consistency. It's really important. Rick has done a great job of that in my time in the Big Ten of being transparent with that. And the coaches, the rest of the officials that I love, Dave, are the ones that would say after something like this, I might have missed this. Let's take a look at it. Or if it was in the last 2 minutes, hey, I might have missed it, John. And I'd say fine. But if they're they need to be diplomatic too, and most of them are.
They are going to say Purdue ball.
The call on the floor stands. It will be Purdue basketball. They will have to go the length of the floor. 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Purdue is winning, as you can see on the screen, 71-64. Stefanovic, the inbounder.
Now, same thing, 3 or 4 seconds. That's it. Not much more. Trying to die at the inbounds first. Trying to get a 5-second call.
Penn State tipped the inbounds pass and out of bounds. Purdue, oh my gosh, they're going to another video review. The call on the floor again is Purdue basketball. Still 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock.
Is always something that's debatable, but right now they're just saying don't let your man catch it.
Yeah, that did not touch Purdue player at all. That is blatantly Purdue basketball. I honestly don't understand why they're even reviewing this.
It could have gone off his foot, and now they just reset their defense.
Talk about how good this Penn State team is defensively. They have 7 steals in this game. They have forced 11 Purdue turnovers. A Purdue team that has struggled a bit, characteristically, with turnovers this year.
Yeah, we got 10 viewers in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said earlier, I'll be having my Purdue Sports Talk show where we will be talking about this past game between the Boilermakers and the Nittany Lions. Also be talking about previous games from this past week involving Purdue basketball. And we'll be also talking about the football team and their new hire at the defensive line coach, Mark Hagan. We will be talking about that later for sure. We'll be probably talking about some NFL playoffs. We'll probably talk about the national championship that happened a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, with Ohio State and Alabama. And Purdue gets the ball in, and Isaiah Thompson in a weird spot. Purdue calls timeout with 1:15 left. Still 71-64.
Unless you absolutely have to, and they threw it to that corner, so it's if the guy guarding the inbounder can get there 1 or 2 steps, it's always an automatic trap if it's below the foul or below the block. So he goes a little bit slow, but he still forces that. And I'm sure right now that Matt's going to go with a different inbound look. Maybe bring some of his players out of there. Sometimes you can have too many guys coming to the ball, and it just crowds, so they're in double team rotations right away.
As you might expect, they have taken Travion Williams off of the floor.
Travion Williams for Purdue has been subbed out.
Thompson and Stefanovic out there for Purdue, just trying to get the ball across half court here against one of the tougher defenses to advance.
Into the game for Purdue, Sasha Stefanovic, Isaiah Thompson, Eric Hunter, Mason Gillis, and and Brandon Newman. The inbounds pass to Newman. Purdue gets the ball across half court. And a backcourt violation because Purdue cannot catch the ball. 59.7 seconds left in the game. Still 71-64, Purdue in the lead.
So it's easy for them to just up their pressure, go through their same type of slides, rotations.
2 or 3 here for
Penn State has the ball side out in front of the scores table. They get it in. Travion Williams back on the floor. A 3-point shot by Penn State is off the mark. Mason Gillis with a defensive rebound, and he gets fouled. Mason Gillis will be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Penn State down the stretch here has been pretty good. They just haven't the ball just hasn't gone in.
So Gillis, the redshirt freshman, will go to the line, and what a story he is. He was injured.
The redshirt freshman from Newcastle at the line. He has 8 points today, 2 of 2 from the free throw line already. He knocks down the first. It's now 72-64, Purdue in the lead.
Anytime between the young guys, even though he's a red shirt, step up to the line at this time where you have to make foul shots, and they make
51.3 seconds left in the game.
This gets to be a point that is such a mental thing that it can carry on for years to come.
The second free throw is up, and it is good. Mason Gillis improves to 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. 73-64, Purdue in the lead. Penn State jacks up a 3. It's good. A 6-point game. Purdue gets the ball in. Eric Hunter dribbling through pressure. And Eric Hunter gets fouled. Eric Hunter, the junior from Tinley Prep in Indianapolis, will head to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. 73-67 Purdue.
They had Purdue in duress right there, so they continue trying to go and then actually got the foul just probably right. There's still enough time in this game, but Purdue's going to have to. Purdue makes foul shots, this game's over. Not particularly these foul shots, but they just keep making them late. They just did it now. Hunter, a veteran at the line.
Eric Hunter knocks down the first free throw. Now 74-67, Purdue in the lead.
He's a glue guy for him.
Second free throw is up and in. 75-67 Purdue now. Penn State coming down the floor, 3 on the way. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound by the Nittany Lions, and Sasha Stefanovic commits the foul, and Penn State will go to the line for 1-1. Purdue with an 8-point lead, 75-67, with 27 seconds to go.
Davey wouldn't be on the court if he didn't play this way. This is who he is, and this is what he gives himself to others all the time. And,
John Herrar at the line. He makes the first, 68-75. Purdue still in the lead, 27 seconds left.
Stick with me, because I don't think I've ever heard a coach say something like this about one of his players. He said he is the most disciplined human being in the world.
Herrar with the second shot of the 1-1 is good. The Purdue lead is now cut to 6, 69-75. Purdue has the ball, baseline out of bounds. They have to go the length of the floor. They get it into Hunter. Back to the inbounder, Stefanovic, and Stefanovic gets fouled with 23.3 seconds left. And Sasha Stefanovic will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
So now Sasha Stefanovic going to the stripe. 14 points in the game. He will have 2 shots here. And
Stefanovic misses the first.
Native of Crown Point, Indiana. Teammates really rave about his work ethic, and that guy whose grandfather came to the United States with $20 in his pocket, worked at U.S. Steel, passed away a few years ago, and certainly passed that work ethic down to his grandson.
Stefanovic gets the second. It's now 76-69. Purdue in the lead. 18 seconds left. A 3-point shot by Penn State. 16.8 seconds. Purdue gets it into Hunter, and he gets fouled with 16.2 seconds left.
He just hit some deep threes here in this game to keep Penn State in it. 4-point game. Go ahead, Coach.
We talked about that with Jim Ferry the other day. They've always had these great go-to players, whether it was Lamar Stevens, just guys that they could go to late in a game to win games. And I don't know if they know that they have one. I think I see one coming out a little bit right now with Myron Jones.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting comment.
So Eric Hunter will go to the line for 2 free throws. He makes the first. It's now 77-72. Purdue in the lead. Eric Hunter now has one more free throw, and it is up and swish. 78-72, Purdue in the lead. A 3-point shot by Myron Jones is off the mark, and Mason Gillis with the rebound. He gets fouled immediately, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 7.8 seconds left to play.
That how hard Bart Fox works back in the production there. I have 2 people.
Mason Gillis at the line. He has 2 shots as Purdue's in the double bonus. He knocks down the first. It's now 79-72. Mason Gillis shoots the second, and it is good. It is now 80-72, Purdue in the lead. A 3-pointer goes up with 5 seconds left. It's off the mark, and a floater attempt, offensive rebound attempt, and the game is over. Purdue takes down Penn State 80-72, and they improve to 10-5 overall on the year. Just want to say thank you all for coming out today, as we had our stream today was quite early game today, and later tonight in a couple hours at around 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Garrett Burkle will be joining me for Purdue Sports Talk with Zach and Garrett. Hope to see you all there. We'll be talking about this past game against Penn State. We'll be talking about the new hire for the Purdue football team in Mark Hagan, the defensive line coach, and a bunch of other things, probably some NFL playoffs. And, Purdue takes down Penn State 80-72. Hopefully we'll see you guys later for Purdue Sports Talk with Zach and Garrett. Boiler up.